So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can get email marketing, in fact, the oldest and the greatest email marketing tool for absolutely free from this point on. So welcome to my video. Hi, I'm Zane from Zanet Design, and I help businesses like yours grow. So if you have a small business and you're trying to get traction, growth, new clients and new customers on the internet, then this is a video for you. So make sure that you subscribe below, make sure you click the bell, and in that way then when there's a new video that can help your business grow, you'll be aware of it. So let's just take this thought then about email marketing. Now, why is email marketing so important for your business? And you may say, well, I've never done email marketing. I'm struggling just to even build a website and maintain that. Well, the reason why email marketing is so important because it means that you can now communicate with all those clients that have shown some form of interest in the past. Now, it's fair to say that when people visit your website and they then discover your service or your business, getting them there in the first place through Google My Business and for other promotions is an achievement in itself. But once they're there, very few are actually ready to buy. Very few people are ready to make the purchase that you want them to make. So the advantage of email marketing is that you can still get them to keep contact with you. By them providing you and opting in with an email, you've now got this contact where you can build this rapport, this relationship with them. And after building up trust with them, then when they do decide that they want to make a decision of having that service or that product that they saw on your website, who are they likely to turn to? The person that's given them some information for free, the person who's followed up by providing perhaps some useful tips through emails over the past few months. So email marketing, hopefully you're aware of it already. You don't need to be told how valuable it is. It reminds me once of a situation that occurred with a friend of mine where he had just done some standard blogging just to get a bit of traffic into his site. And one of his posts, one of his blogs basically went viral. Overnight, he had like a million hits. It brought the server down. But when I spoke to him about it, I said, well, it must have been amazing. Think of the amount of interest, the amount of people that then would have taken up your services and your products. But he said his biggest regret was on his website, there was no landing page where they could fill out and sign up for more information. There was no way of them contacting. So he had this kind of blip of traffic for about 2 days solid, 1 million people visiting. And yet during that time, he has nothing now to show for it because he had no way of capturing that interest when it happened. So having an email form, having a way of capturing people's emails on your website, and then being able to email market to these people in a progressive way is an essential part of your business. And there are some really good ones that you can look at. I wrote a whole article about Mailchimp, Aweber, Drip, and so on. And I looked at each one to see which one was the greatest. And I'm now going to show you how one of the ones that lost in the round against Mailchimp has suddenly just given a knockout blow to all the others. Aweber is now free, and I'm going to show you a bit more about how it works, how you can sign up for this free Aweber, and the benefits it's going to produce for your business. So let's jump straight on. So in the year I took Mailchimp, which I've used for many years, and Aweber, which I've used for many years, and put them together in a boxing ring basically to see which one was the best. And with Mailchimp being free in the past and Aweber being a subscription basis, Mailchimp has always seemed to have come out on top in the past. And so basically I've become like a Mailchimp expert. I've built many different campaigns for different clients when it comes to Mailchimp and used that successfully over the years. And I've been quite happy with it until about 6 months ago. Mailchimp decided then to make a lot of its free features payable. And of course, as much as that's fine for larger companies, Bigger companies can afford that, smaller companies can't, and they don't have the budget for email marketing. It doesn't bring them the return on investment that you'd expect. And so I kind of wrote then a few articles about how you can perhaps circumvent some of those issues that Mailchimp raised. But I also put together an article which in effect showed that Mailchimp was still giving a knockout blow to the majority of the email marketing tools out there. So as much as I was a big fan of Aweber once and then Mailchimp took over, I still gave Mailchimp the knockout blow over Aweber when it comes to like for like. And so I wrote this article, Mailchimp versus the world, basically, and you can look at that if you go to the website. I'll leave a link down below. And I then took it on against other marketing companies like GetResponse. And I compared, again, when it comes to free, I was trying to do this for small businesses. So GetResponse does give a 30-day trial with no contracts, but most of the others do expect a price. So Mailchimp versus them, Mailchimp won. Mailchimp versus Drip, Mailchimp kind of drew against them. Mailchimp versus Aweber, and Mailchimp won, but that's now changed. And as you can see, that the 500 subscribers now, rather than being £15 a month, is now free. You can now send out 3,000 emails monthly. So I've just updated this today. And this is now actually competing very much more against Mailchimp and probably supersedes Mailchimp as well. So there could be a knockout blow for Mailchimp. Mailchimp versus Sendinblue, Mailchimp won. Mailchimp versus ActiveCampaign. ActiveCampaign was pretty good. So in the end, there were some advantages of ActiveCampaign against Mailchimp, and I kind of gave a narrow win for ActiveCampaign on that. So overall, Mailchimp had 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss. So what's happened with Aweber then? Well, Aweber's been around for 20 years. It's one of the oldest email marketing tools that you can get. Has over 1 million small businesses. But with COVID-19, I think, and with the amount of new email marketing tools that have come out with freebies and excellent tools that enable you to really contact and provide useful campaigns, I think Aweber realised they needed to do something. And so what Aweber have done is basically they've then put together a free package, and they're saying it's better than all the others out there, and you can really try it out and see what you think. And the reason why it's so good, I think, is because they are for free, including an import, and they're doing the import for you. So you can literally just hand over your current list, your email marketing tool, and they will bring everything across for you. So you can have up to 500 subscribers, it mentions. You get a 24-hour a day, 7-day-a-week support. So they're really going out their way to grab you back if you've been an Aweber in the past. The email automation, obviously, unlimited users. They do a nice drag and drop, which we'll look at in a moment. And so in effect, I think Aweber's hit back at Mailchimp along with some of the other freebies. And I now think Aweber is probably my preferred tool because it's free, and that is ideal for small businesses that have a limited budget. So let's just look at this then. So at Aweber, they're saying that they'll now provide a free expert migration service, and basically you just sign up for that. So when you sign up, you put your name, email, and the company name, and then I just thought I'd check to see what they import. They're prepared to import from Mailchimp, ActiveCampaign, Constant Contact, GetResponse, ConvertKit, and Klaviyo. But what I will say is that's the majority of the ones that clients of mine have, and they're prepared to then do the import. So you request a free migration across. So Aweber's gone free. You can get a free migration. It sounds a bit of a no-brainer, and that's why I now feel that there's a knockout blow from Aweber onto Mailchimp. So this is really quite exciting. It's the experts are going to move it across. They're saying that they'll take everything across. They'll take up to 3 email templates as well. So this I'd like to see. I'm going to try this and see how it pans out. And that's literally all you have to do is just fill out your name, your first name, last name, and email address if you want to sign up to start it for free. So it might be that you've not got an email list and you want to start from free anyway, which I really recommend. If you have a website and you're getting a small amount of traffic, and you never know when you might suddenly get a surge of traffic, maybe a local paper does a link through. I've had it before where Google News has picked up an article of mine and suddenly you get a huge influx of traffic. So this is a great way of making sure you capture that traffic on your website. And this is how it generally works. So this is one of my clients that I do work for. You've got drags and drop features on here, but you can also use your own HTML. And once you've kind of set up your template, which I've done here, then it's a case of just filling in each of the areas and then just making sure it looks smart. Then obviously you can do a preview and a test and you can send it out and make sure that it looks okay in various emails. So Aweber is very strong, and it's certainly been around and well proven, and it's led the way in many cases until recently. And this is their effort to really get businesses back on board with them. I think to have this for free is fantastic. So that hopefully will be useful for you. If you just wondered why it is though that you need to have email marketing, if you're not convinced you need it, you think, well, what's the benefit of it? Well, first of all, if you were to just email all those people that you've got issues when it comes to the fact that there's a spam filter on most people's machines, their servers, on the client, email client on their machine as well. What's the chances that when you send an email that it's going to actually get through? Well, the advantage of having something like Aweber is that Aweber will make sure that you get like a spam score, and you can make sure that you take out certain words, that there's enough HTML, enough images, and generally it will make sure that you can get through that process without it filtering or being filtered out by spam filters. Another thing as well to just bear in mind is that when it comes to making sure that you meet GDPR, that's another reason to have this list collected by a third party, because they'll make sure that everything that's collected is done according to the law. The confirmed opt-in as well, which in that way then people actually have to respond and give you permission before you send emails. So sending emails just randomly using a Gmail account, for example, or Yahoo, is only going to get you blacklisted over time. Whereas if you use one of these third parties, they'll make sure you follow all the processes. Legally, they're doing everything the right end if you follow their direction, and so it just alleviates you of being blacklisted if suddenly someone complains. But the idea is really it protects your company, protects your branding, it protects your domain, because you're using it outside of that, and it means then that people can get emails and they get exactly what they ask for, what they've opted in for. And it's a great way of then following up. You can have automatic follow-ups as well, so you may want to have an automation so that when someone signs up, they then receive 2 or 3 emails over a period of a week, and that just builds trust, builds your branding, and over time people then will likely come back to you when they decide to take up your services. So as a proven fact, most people that find you will not purchase straight away. They're more likely to purchase when they've got to know you. Aweber have come up with something quite special here. So I'll put the link down below. If you did want to try Mailchimp, I've done a couple of videos now here, and you'll see why Mailchimp won many of the knockouts when it did my comparison versus all the other email marketing tools.